All right, brothers. This is part two of Charles Barkley calling KD miserable. And to be fair, man, KD is miserable, bro. And I already explained the reason why in the first part. So just part two, I just wanted to y'all to listen to how Shannon Sharp is literally destroying Skip, because Skip is very KD. He's a big fan of KD. So let's go.
Who was the most popular player in Oklahoma City? It was all about Russ, and Kevin couldn't take it. He lasted for 9 years, 8 of them with Russell Westbrook. And in the end, because they put Russ on such a pedestal that they treated him as much more of a superstar than they treated Kevin, that in the end, he said, as you pointed out, and I reported at that time, I was the first to report this, that he finally decided, I cannot win a championship with that man as my primary decision maker. He got to bring the ball up every time. He had the greenest light in the league, maybe in the history of the league. And as we saw last year with the Lakers, that's the same Russ. He finally got exposed on the Lakers stage, but it's hard to win with him. In fact, it was impossible for LeBron James to win with him, and it was just as impossible for Kevin Durant to win with him in Oklahoma City. So don't give me that everything was handed on a silver platter to Kevin in Oklahoma. It was not. It was Russ's team and Russ's show to the detriment of Kevin Durant.
Well, if what you're saying is true, what I've been saying all along is also true. If he couldn't take that Russ was the man in OKC, and he couldn't take that Steph Curry was the man in Golden State, so where's the lie in what I've been saying? It seems to me that Kevin Durant had a problem with Russ, but even though he was the better player, being the man. It seems like he had a problem in Golden State with Steph Curry being the man, although he was the better player at the time. Is that true? Is that what you're saying also?
No.
Because Kevin Durant has vehemently denied that he had a problem with that. And I don't believe that's true. I believe Kevin Durant is not telling the truth. I believe when a guy believes he's the best player, he believes he should be shown the most love. And what Kevin Durant could not understand.
That's facts on that, Shannon. That's facts on that. KD, he said the reason why KD left OKC is because they didn't love KD over there like they love Steph. Yeah, you can say that. But at the same time, KD should have went. Who cares? He should have went out there and ball. But this is what I'm trying to tell you, brothers. KD is raised by a woman. He was raised by a woman all his life. His dad didn't come back to his life until later. Later. Like when he was in college or somewhere around that. So it's like, yeah, he got a lot of women ways. And until people start realize that, you guys gonna still expecting unexpected from him. Like lead a team. He'll never gonna lead a team. He's gonna always defer. He's weak. Mentally, KD is weak. And that's why Charles Barkley said he always gonna be miserable. Yes, he is. KD is looking for happiness. Bruh, happiness is what you make of, not what it is. Women chase for happiness. Women looking for validation. Stuff like that. We all men don't care about stuff like that. We all men go out there and get the job done. You validate me, fine. You don't, I don't really care. As long as I get the job done, that's all I care about. KD, you got to validate him. You got to put him on pedestal. You got to call him he's the highest order. All of that.
Understand, they birthed Steph Curry. Steph was drafted there. He grew up there. They're not going to let an interloper, no matter how great he is, overshine that. Nobody was going to come, no matter who it was going to overtake Kobe. Kobe grew up here in LA as a 17-year-old kid, so nothing can trump that. Magic grew up here. That's why everybody always says, who's the greatest Laker? It always comes down between who, Skip? Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant. Not Kareem. The all-time leading scorer. The guy that's won 6 MVPs. The guy that went to 10 finals and won 6 of them. Was a 2-time finals MVP. Not him, because he came from Milwaukee. It's Magic or Kobe. And Kevin Durant couldn't understand that. Kevin Durant couldn't understand that. And now, I can't understand it in OKC. Now, I'm just going by what you're telling me, how he felt. But I'm talking about in Golden State, I believe it was an issue. And Kevin Durant can say, oh, you don't know me and where you get that from. But I believe you had a problem with Steph Curry getting the love. And no matter how many MVPs you won, the city, California, the Bay Area was never going to show you love like Steph.
Okay, I don't know that for a fact, but let's assume it.
What? You just said the reason why he left is because they love Westbrook more than him. What are you talking about, Skip? Stop capping. And you still the same guy that was scoring 1 point in high school. Why are people even taking you serious anyway? You know what I'm saying? Jalen Rose exposed your ass. He exposed your ass. Scoring 1 point, talking all that, and then you had a lot of nerve calling people Westbrook. Come on, man, you ain't got shit to say. But yeah, you capping for that man, bruh. Because if he left over because Westbrook was getting more love, what you think he's gonna do in Golden State?
It is a fact. Remember, Kevin went there because they came and begged him to come and save them. And he went and did what he set out to do. He proved, at least to me anyway, silly me, he proved he was better than Steph Curry, more valuable than Steph Curry, because he was the key, he was the difference maker, he was the MVP in back-to-back finals. And by the way, it looked like he might be on his way to a 3rd straight MVP against Toronto when he came back and tried to play her and then tore his Achilles tendon, because once he came back in that series, it started to tilt back in favor of Golden State. He was the difference maker 3 straight years. So he gave them the 3 years. Then he was a free agent. He didn't demand a trade. He didn't try to demand his way out of Golden State. He left because the rules allowed him to leave, and he wanted to go join his best little friend Kyrie in Brooklyn, or maybe with the Knicks in New York. But Kyrie said, let's go to Brooklyn. And Kevin said, okay, let's go to Brooklyn. Well, do you condemn him for that?
That's telling you he's not what you think he is. He's a follower. What leader of a team do you know of? Like, my best friend told me, oh, let's go here, and I'll go. If I look at myself as a leader, I'd be like, bruh, I'll chill with you in the off season. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna go and play with you in the same team. Nah. If you wanna go to Brooklyn, best wishes. I'll see you on the court. But ain't no way I'm gonna join team with you. Nah, bruh. If I'm the leader, if I view myself as a leader, you view yourself as a leader, we gotta go at it to see who's the best. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to niggas going at it on the court to see who's the best. Is it me or is it you? Those days are over with. These dudes don't want to do that. They want to join together. They want to stack the deck together.
Moving to your dream home with a not-so-dreamy color? You need the power of CertaPro painters.
No. I applaud him for that. But let me ask you a question. When I hear Steve Kerr and I hear Draymond Green says the offense always has and always will be run through Steph Curry, what am I supposed to do about that?
Okay, they said that last year without Kevin there. I don't know what they said when Kevin was there.
They said
Draymond came out on his podcast when Golden State was in the finals. He said the offense, even when KD was here, the offense was always running through Steph and Curry. Bruh. Skip, you need to stop capping, bro. You looking bad. You looking bad on TV, man. Shannon Sharp is cooking your ass, bro. Cooking your old ass. That's sad, bro. Capping for a man.
They said Draymond said, don't get it twisted. Even when KD was here, Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, the exact same thing.
Okay, but Draymond said that on his podcast during the playoffs this past year. He's defending his little brother Steph, right? Actually, his big brother, but he's defending Steph.
There's really nothing to defend when it comes to Kevin Durant being a great player. But this notion that he could have gone anywhere and did what he did in Golden State is just not true, because we haven't seen it anywhere else but Golden State. You don't want to give the Warriors and their culture with Steph, Draymond, and Clay, which are the centerpieces, they've been there the longest, you don't want to give them credit. I get it. It's the Johnny Gill situation. Johnny Gill, Jordan New Edition. He could out-sing all of them. But he wasn't Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Okay. He didn't grow up with them. So he never was going to be embraced like them.
Okay,
Kevin Durant didn't come up in the Bay.
Okay, I got it. So I'll give into that. But he gave them their 3 years. He went and did what he set out to do. Been there, done all of the above. I get to go. I have the opportunity to go. The rules say I can go. I go to Brooklyn. Okay, now let's go to Brooklyn and go back to Charles Barkley.
Let's go to Brooklyn.
What's that?
Let's go to Brooklyn. I'm with you. I'll follow you to Brooklyn.
All right. So then Charles concludes, and he goes to Brooklyn, and he's still not happy. They give him everything he wants, and he's still miserable. Time out, Charles. They didn't give him everything he wanted, because last year, if you were following along, Kyrie was the one who opted not to get vaccinated. And all of a sudden, he couldn't play home games. And all of a sudden, James Harden said, "Are you kidding? I want out of here." And he quit his way out of Brooklyn and wound up where he wanted to go in Philadelphia. And all of a sudden, they get to the playoffs and they are a psychological wreck. And Kevin no longer wanted to play with Kyrie. So he comes out half-hearted. The whole team played half-hearted basketball. They ran into a hot defensive team that absolutely destroyed and embarrassed and humiliated them. But the point was, it started with Kyrie betraying Kevin Durant.
Nah, they didn't. The defense didn't humiliate them. Humiliating Kevin Durant, your boyfriend, KD. KD was getting his shot blocking. KD was getting pushed around like a hoe. KD was getting moved around, stripped, take the ball from him, making bad decision after bad decision, committing multiple turnovers. Yeah, they did that to your man, KD. Yeah, Kyrie only had one good game. Outside of that one good game, he was toast. So yeah. So your man, KD, you always talking about how he's the best player on the planet. The best player on the planet got exposed. So I don't really put so much blame on Kyrie, because ain't nobody look at Kyrie as the best player. Hell, I don't even look at him as the best guard. I personally, I'll take Isaiah Thomas over him. Isaiah Thomas from Detroit. I'll take the bad boy Isaiah Thomas over him, because all the tricky stuff he's doing, Isaiah Thomas could do it all that, plus more. So, and we see Isaiah Thomas come through for his team when it's time to win. When it's time to win championship, he came through. When they need him the most, he come through. So, yeah, let's go back to KD. As far as like KD go, yeah, you keep saying he's the best player on the planet. He got exposed. They were blocking his shots. Al Horford, senior citizen Al Horford, was locking that man up. Grant Williams pushed that man around, throw him here, throw him there. And then Tatum blocking his shot. Jaylen Brown take the ball from him. They make him commit a lot of turnovers, not to get to his sweet spot. Yeah, they did that to your man, KD. So yeah, so stop the cap. Stop the cap, old man.
That's what you believe. Kyrie betrayed me, so I want out. I don't want to have to play with him anymore. So when you say they gave him everything he wanted, well, he didn't want Kyrie to opt not to
First of all, yes, they did give that man everything he wanted. First of all, they had a nice, decent team with Levert, Tyshawn Prince, Jared Allen, and what's that guard? I forgot his name. He's playing for the Dallas right now. I forgot his name. But yeah, they had all of them. He traded all three to get James Harden. Then James Harden got there. Before James Harden, he the one who chose the coach. He chose Steve Nash. He greenlighted Steve Nash, and then Steve Nash went on the team. Then he said he want Blake. They give him Blake. LaMarcus Aldridge, they give him that. Then he said he want Paul Millsap. They give him that. Bruce Brown. He want Bruce Brown to stick around. They paid Bruce Brown. Then he said he want anybody that he wanted, he got. So the notion they didn't give him everything they did give him everything he wanted. He still failed. He's still coming short. Skip.
Get vaccinated. He did what James did, quit his way out of Brooklyn, right? It was a miserable situation. It was a situation that would have made anybody miserable, even Charles when he played. He would have been terribly miserable in that situation.
OxiClean White Revive gently revives whites. Plus, whitens 40% better than chlorine bleach per load.
But what you're doing, Skip, is that what Charles is saying, you wanted James Harden, they went and got James Harden.
Okay, but then he quit his way out of town over Kyrie. It all started with Kyrie. As you said, they all got sick and tired of his bull jive. I did too, you did too. We all did.
But Skip, Kevin Durant got hurt. Maybe James Harden was tired of like, man, Kevin Durant can't stay healthy. How long? Remember when he first got there, he rehabbed the whole year. So has Kevin Durant played 70 games since he's been in Brooklyn?
No, he have not.
You fragile, bro. You can't stay healthy.
Well,
I can't win with that.
Well, he had a torn Achilles tendon. It's the worst injury in sports.
I gave him that. I said the first year he rehabbed. James Harden wasn't there. How many games did they actually play together? Through injury, Kyrie doing what he did. Okay. You put it all on James Harden again. All on James Harden, all on Kyrie, and Kevin Durant gets the same responsibility and blame.
It definitely started with those two. All Kevin did was put up MVP numbers last regular season. Okay, let's go one last deeper level here.
Yeah, all he did put up MVP numbers, get to the playoff, got smoked. Don't forget that part too, Skip. Went to the playoff, got smoked.
What is the deepest reason that Charles doesn't care for Kevin Durant? Remember what happened back in December? It was after opening night in 2020, December 22nd. You remember what happened on the air? Inside the NBA after they played the opening game that night and they crushed Golden State, obviously.
He froze him out.
Yeah, he just froze him out. Charles's question was, I was talking about you coming back to the playoffs last year, which was in the bubble, and Kevin didn't make it back to the playoffs. So Charles goes on, so
You and I both know you reaching on this one, Skip. You really reaching. You reaching really hard. And that's sad, bro. An older man like you reaching this hard. It's sad. It's sad. Ain't got nothing to do with what the man said. They even had a segment on his show. They were laughing at it. So they ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Stop the cap.
Just really been working on your game, trying to get back the timing and conditioning, to be honest, correct? It was a pretty lame question, and all Kevin said in answer was, yeah. And there was a long, awkward pause, a crushing pause for everybody.
You know what's sad about you, Skip? You're doing all this praise for Kevin Durant. Whenever chance he get, he cook your ass. He say he hate you. He don't like you. But yet, every single day, you come on TV, you putting your jacket on, come on national TV capping for that man. And later on, he gonna tweet at Skip Bayless, said, I really hate your ass. But yet you still capping for him. Damn, that's sad. That's sad.
Probably for everybody on the set at TNT, including Charles. And here we had another indication of Kevin always biting the hands that feed him. He has bitten my hand. I've been his biggest defender. He said, I don't know SH about basketball.
Still is. He's still cooking your dumb ass. So what's tell about you? You're a fanboy. That's what you are. You don't keep it 1,000. You a fanboy. Ain't no fanboy on this channel right here, man. We keep it 1,000. Well, however I see it, that's how I'm gonna tell it. If you play like hot garbage, I'm gonna say you play hot garbage, bro. Play it, period. I ain't got no shame. There's no shame in my game. I ain't got nothing to gain out of this. Why I'm gonna lie to the public when it's clearly people can look it on TV, on YouTube, and see that your favorite player play like hot garbage, bro.
He tweeted during the season last year out of nowhere after I complimented him on a big clutch shot at the end of the game. He tweeted after the game, I don't like you, at me. His brother,
Yeah, you are trying to compare him with LeBron. Say, oh, see LeBron, this is what the best player, blah, 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 do. You are trying to, and I don't blame KD for cooking your ass. I would have cooked your ass too. I'm still would cook your ass. The whole family don't like you, Skip. You come out every single day, twerking, have your butt cheek out for KD when KD don't even fuck with you. That's sad, bro. That's sad. And you 70-some years old, you looking for attention this bad?
The other day said, hell with the concept of staying in Brooklyn and hell with you. They attack the people who defend them the most. Kevin Durant is the all-timer at not buying insurance from the media. LeBron does a great job of being accessible to the media, being a nice guy with the media, because it'll pay dividends down the road, because if something goes a little amiss, they'll have your back. Nobody in the media has Kevin's back because he's the one who won the MVP and goes to the All-Star game the next year. All those guys who voted for him told all them, you don't know SH about basketball. What? That's who he is. So he's reaping what he's so.
Including you, Skip. You don't know SH about basketball either. You don't know shit about basketball either. You're the same dude that was scoring 1 point. 1 point in high school. The fuck out of here, man.
Here with the media.
Skip, I think in a situation like that, if I was on the panel and I know a player didn't particularly care about me, I'm going to just skip over. I just once saw Cristiano Ronaldo not shake a guy's hand on the field who has been outwardly and openly critical of his play, and he's shaking everybody else's hand. He Heisman posing him. He cold shouldering him. I get it. But for me, if I was Charles, I wouldn't have asked him a question because I mean, body language, and you know how someone feels about you. So I wouldn't have made it that awkward. I'd have just, okay, Kenny, Ernie, Shaq, you go ahead and handle the question. I'm just going to sit over here and once it's done, I have my comment on it.
In conclusion, he took a shot at you the other day, right? Kevin did.
Yeah.
He takes a shot at everybody, and you're human, and so it makes you not want to like the guy, right?
Man, KD take a shot at anybody. Anybody. I mean, it's sad. I just never see a superstar like that. But it is what it is, man. I'm glad that the saga is over. KD saga is over. So now we can go back to basketball and enjoy the game, all right? So like, subscribe, man. And this your boy Clock Sport. See you in the next one, all right? Peace.